Hi, this is Vera Cabero, and this is video number 3 in a series, Google Forms and Sheets for the Beginner. In this little video, I will focus on the item types that can be added to a form, and in particular, the basic item types. There are 3 types of items that are basic, advanced, and then layout, and so this will only focus on the basic items. Within the editing form window, there are a couple different ways to add items. First of all, if you go to Insert on the menu, it shows you all of the different items that you can add, and it has them broken down by the 3 categories: basic, advanced, and layout. Also, I have scrolled down to the bottom of my form. As you can see at the top, you don't really see those options, but if you open up an item and click Done, and then underneath it, if it's the last item that you put in, you have the option to add more items, or if it's the last item on a page. So anywhere you see the Add Item box and there's an arrow beside it, if you click that, it also opens up those same options for you. Mode of a Google form that I created just for demonstration purposes, and this particular form has each of the item types used in it, and so I'm going to use that to show you what it would look like. Now remember, in the last video we talked about when you want to see the live form, you click this button here, and so I'm going to go ahead and do that so you can see what the items will look like when the respondents are looking at them and how they behave. And this will take me into my live form. And the first item here is a text item, and this one is very handy for collecting information such as names, so that later on you can then sort your spreadsheet by that information. So it's very important to think ahead of time how you want to use your form and how you want to use the data collected in it. And if you do ever want to sort it by name, you will need to make sure and collect that. And it's also important to make sure that you collect either that you specify last name first and then first name, or what I've learned to do with students is just make them separate questions, and also to stress the last and the first so that students put their information there. So I'm going to put my information here. I'm going to be Joe Doe this time, and so I put my last name and my first name, and those are both text items. This next one here is called a paragraph text, and as you can see, it's a bigger box and it's for longer type answers. And as you probably would guess, this is not something that can ever be self-checked, and it will make the sheet a little cumbersome when you're looking at the data in a spreadsheet. So what I do is I recommend that if you want to collect long information, either use a different format for that, or make it the last question so that it doesn't skew the rest of the data in your spreadsheet where you're collecting this information. And then the next question here, and so I'm just going to write a sentence first. The question is what you hope to learn today. So I'm going to put, I hope to learn how to create Google Forms. Okay, and the next question here, this type of question is multiple choice, and it's just your standard multiple choice. You only get one answer choice, and it has another feature called Go to Page Based on Answer, which allows you to personalize the form, and I will be demonstrating that in the amateur session. And it also has an option called Add-on Other Type, which just allows you the option of having a 5th choice or 6th or 7th. You can add as many choices as you want. That says Other and allows the respondent to type information in that maybe does not match one of the pre-selected choices. So I'm going to go ahead and just make a choice, and again, it's a one choice answer. And then the next one, this one is a checkbox answer. It allows for multiple answers, so I could have as many choices as I want, and then the respondents also can select as many as they want. And it also has that Add Other Type box that I've mentioned in the multiple choice, which allows you to just fill in your own answer if what you want is not there. So I'm going to go ahead and just select all of these. The question is, how would I use Google Forms? And then for Other, I'm going to put scheduling, so I can type in my own answer. Okay, this next type of question is called Choose from a List, and as you can see, it is space saving on the page because your items come from a drop-down box. Important things to remember about Choose from a List, though, is it only allows for one answer choice, and you can also use the Add Other or Go to Page Based on Answer types to personalize this question. So when I click the drop down box, I'll see all of my choices, and I can only select one of those. So I'm going to select one, and then the next types of questions are in the advanced section, so I will deal with those in the next video. I hope that was helpful.